Good evening to all. My theme paper, Convergence of Higher Education Institutions. The convergence means rule or control or administration. This is a simple meaning. The governance means rule, administration, control. It refers to the process of structures by which organizations, societies and governments make and implement decisions. It involves the systems, policies and practices that guide decision making, define roles and responsibilities and ensure accountability. The governance can take many forms depending on the context and the level of higher education institution. The governance can be influenced by the wide range of factors including political structure, cultural norms, economic condition and technological development. Effective governance requires a balance of power and authority. Higher education institutions where subjects are studied in advanced level. Higher education programs can take many different forms ranging from undergraduate to research program. Higher education can offer many benefits to individuals, includes provided job prospects, higher earning potential, and opportunities for personal and intellectual growth. Higher education institution is an organization that provides tertiary education such as universities, colleges, and vocational training center. The institutional framework consists of university, central university, state universities, and deemed universities. Higher education can be public and private, and they may be funded through a variety of sources, including government funding, tuition fees, and donation, etc. The need for governance in higher education. The ensuring accountability. Governance structures help ensure that higher education institutions are accountable for their action and decision. Strategic planning. Governance structures enables higher education institutions to develop and implement effective strategic plans that align with their mission and goals. Resource management. Higher education institutions are often complex organizations with multiple stakeholders including students, faculty, staff and the community. Transparency and fairness. Governance structure promote transparency and fairness in decision making process. Compliance with regulation. Higher education institutions are subject to many regulations and laws including those related to financial management, academic standard, diversity and inclusion. Policy, educational governance, policy development and implementation. Educational governance involves the development of policies that guide the operation of educational system, including policies related to curriculum, standard, assessment and funding. Regulation and monitoring. Educational governance involves the regulation and monitoring of educational institutions, programs and services to ensure that they meet quality standard. Accountability and transparency. Accountability and transparency to ensure that educational institutions and systems are accountable to students, parents and other stakeholders. Stakeholder engagement. Educational governance involves engaging with stakeholders including educators, students, parents and community members. Governance structure in higher education. Ministry of Education. The governing body responsible for formulating the implementing policies related to education in India. State government, the state government governments are responsible for implementing education policies and program at the state level. University Grant Commission, UGC is a statutory body that is responsible for the coordination, determination and maintenance of standard of university education in India. Educational institution. Educational institutions in India are responsible for the implementation of educational policies and programs that are ground level. These institutions include colleges, universities and other educational institutions. As there are two types of higher education institutions, already told, universities and colleges. As per University November 2022, in India, 1070 universities are there. Central University 54, state universities 549, deemed universities 127, private university 430. All around 1070 universities are there. Colleges, government and aided and self-financed colleges. I think 16,000 colleges are there in India. Governance of universities. Clear and transparent policies, already told. Stakeholder engagement, already told. Effective leadership. The university should have the effective leadership and appointing qualified and experienced leaders. That is a vice chancellor and a registrar who are committed to the university mission and values. The financial management, the university should have the effective financial management system in place to ensure that resources are allocated efficiently and that the university remain financially sustainable. Academic standard. The university should have the high academic standards and ensure that its programs and services meet this standard. Accountability. The university should be accountable to stakeholders and operate the transparent manner. This includes regularly reporting on performance, finance and other key indicators and ensuring that stakeholders have access to relevant information. The steps, best practices in universities, university governance. They clearly defined roles and responsibility. The role and responsibility of each members of the governance structure, including the board of trustees, the administration, the faculty, should be clearly defined and understood to ensure effective decision making and accountability. Regular training and development. Members of the governance structure should receive regular training and development opportunities to ensure that they have the skills and knowledge necessary to fulfill their role effectively. The universities, the UGC, HRDC conducting the regular FIP and refresher course and short-term courses for the faculties and the administrative staff also, non-teaching staff. We are conducting the short-term courses every year. The next, open communication. The university should have a culture of open communication and transparency with regular reports and update provided to the stakeholder. The open communication fosters trust and confidence in the governance structure and help to ensure that decisions are made in the best interest of the universities. The diversity and inclusivity. The governance structure should reflect the diversity of the university community, with the members representing a range of background, perspectives and experiences. This helps to ensure that decisions are made in a way that is equitable and inclusive. Strategic planning. The governance structure should encourage a strategic planning to ensure that the university is well positioned to achieve its goals and remain competitive. This involves identifying priorities, setting goals and developing plans to achieve them. Performance measurement and evaluation. The governance structure should regularly evaluate the performance of the university and its programs with clear merits established to assess process to identify areas for improvement. Risk management. The governance structure should have the process in place to identify the manage risk, including financial, legal, reputational, and operational risk. This helps to ensure that the university remains financially stable and able to fulfill its mission. Challenges in governance in higher education. Lack of autonomy. Many higher education institutions in India face challenges related to their autonomy. This can lead to bureaucratic delays and hinder innovation. Corruption and political interference. Some institutions are facing challenges. Not all university and institutions. Some universities, some education institutions face this type of political interference related to appointment of vice chancellor, registrar, faculty recruitment, and funding allocation. Inadequate funding. Many higher education institutions struggle with inadequate funds. Mainly in our Tamil Nadu, most of the universities are now struggling to pay the salary, monthly salary. Quality assurance. Quality assurance in mechanism are often weak in India higher education institution with limited resources available for accreditation and monitoring process. Faculty shortage. Many institutions face challenges related to the shortage of qualified faculty members. This also, most of the university, only 50%, 40% faculty only are there. Most of the vacant. In our department, I am only one faculty. Now I am going to retire coming soon. Outdated curricula. Many institutions continue to use outdated curricula that do adequate proper students for the current job. Inadequate access. Inequitable access to higher education is a significant issue in India. With limited opportunities available for students and disadvantaged background or rural areas. Suggestion for quality assurance. Clarity of mission and vision. The mission and vision of the institution should be clearly defined, communicated, and is understood by all stakeholders. Roles and responsibilities. The roles and responsibility of each member of the governance structure, including the board of trustees, the administration, the faculty, should be clearly defined. Ethical behavior. Members of the governance structure of higher education institutions should behave ethically and demonstrate integrity in their decision-making process. Strategic planning. The governance structure should engage in strategic planning to ensure that the institution is well positioned to achieve its goals and remain competitive. Financial oversight. In the governance structure should have strong financial oversight mechanism in place to ensure the financial sustainability of the institution. Effective communication. The institution should have a culture of open communication and transparency. Quality assurance. The governance structure should have processes in place to ensure that the institution is delivering high quality education and research opportunities to its students. Diversity and inclusivity. The governance structure should reflect the diversity of the institution community, with members representing a range of backgrounds, perspectives, and experiences. Continuous improvement. The governance structure should have a culture of continuous improvement with ongoing efforts to evaluate and enhance the effectiveness of governance process and practices. E-governance in higher education institution. Improved accessibility. E-governance enable higher education institution to make administrative process and information easily accessible to the stakeholder. Increase efficiency. E-governance can streamline administrative process, reduce paperwork. Better data management. E-governance system can help higher education institution be better manage data related to students, faculty, research and administrative process. Enhanced transparency. E-governance can make administrative process more transparent. Improved communication. E-governance can facilitate communication among stakeholders. Cost savings. E-governance can help to reduce cost. Enhanced security. E-governance system can provide high level of security for data and information. Governance framework for higher education institution. Governing board. A governing board consists of external experts should be responsible for the overall direction and strategic planning of the higher education institution. Academic council. An academic council consisting of faculty and academic administrators. In administrative leadership. A leadership team consisting of senior administrators should be responsible for the day-to-day management. Quality assurance. A quality assurance unit should be responsible for monitoring and evaluating. In our university level, so the vice chancellor, pro chancellor, and a vice chancellor, senate, syndicate, academic council, board of studies. This type of governance is there. Students' responsibilities. Students should have a voice in the governance of higher education institution through students' council and other students' organization. External oversight. The governance framework should include mechanism for external oversight, including government, regulation, accreditation agencies, and other external quality assurance bodies. Social responsibilities. The governance framework should ensure that the higher education institution operate with a strong commitment to ethical and social responsibility. Future of the higher education institutions in National Education Policy 2020. Higher Education Commission of India. The NEP 2020 proposed the creation of Higher Education Commission of India, interdisciplinary collaboration and research. Institutional autonomy. The NEP emphasizes the importance of institutional autonomy in higher education institutions and seeks to empower them to make their own decision regarding academic programs, admission, faculty appointment, and other matters. National Higher Education Quality Framework. It will provide a common set of standards of all higher education institutions in the country. It will help to promote consistency and comparability in academic programs and qualification. Digital and online education. The NEP recommended. The NEP proposed a new model of funding for higher education institution that will be based on performance indicators such as research output, student outcomes, and community engagement. Conclusion. NEP 2020 proposed a comprehensive and integrated framework for the development of higher education institutions in India with a focus on promoting multidisciplinary education, institutional autonomy, quality assurance, faculty recruitment, curriculum development, and the use of technology to expand the access to higher education. Overall, an effective university governance requires the commitment to transparency, accountability, participation, equity and inclusion, efficiency and effectiveness, responsive and continuous improvement. These are the leading to the and effective governance of higher education institution. Thank you, Vandana.